What's up, kings and queens? It's your boy Dan from Daft Previews, and I'm here to give you some more Olympic basketball action, starting in the women's games on this upcoming two-game slate. The picks I made in yesterday's video, we did cash 2 basketball parlays and an MLB 2-man. Firstly, we took LeBron James under his assists and over his turnovers. I love fading the king, and it cashed for us. We also smashed a value play on Philip Petrusev at plus 850. My man needed some points and rebounds, and he delivered on both. With the MLB, we need a Rafael Devers. I don't know how you say it, but my man cashed, as well as Reese Hoskins. They got it done for us on the MLB. So I've got 2 to 3 picks from each game on the women's basketball that I want to share with you today. I'll share my screen. We'll go through it together, and let's hope we cash in on this one. All right, so I'm not going to burn too much time with all the jibber jabber. Just at this game, it starts in about 6 hours of the time of recording, so getting this out real quick for you guys. The first game, it's Japan versus Germany in the women. Their first matchups, you saw Japan. They got dominated by the US, 76-102. Absolutely dominated. Due to the lack of size, they got smashed. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart killed them. For the Germans, they had a massive upset win over Belgium. I think they were 5-1 to win in that game. So they're playing great. Japan are not. Pretty much it's a pick right now. If you had to pick sides and totals, I'd be leaning towards Germany, much better form, and they do have a significant size advantage. But getting into the player props, what am I thinking? The first one, we're looking at Satu Sabali, and it's not because of her appearance, although that could be a good enough reason to pick her. I'm looking at over 18.5 points. One thing you can also do is look at her for 20 points. It is an extra point, but much better odds. So she did score 17 points in the opener against Belgium, but the lines here is 18.5. One thing to keep in mind, she only shot 30% from the field. She got to the free throw line. She was 8 from 10. She's got an excellent matchup against Japan in this one. Sabali, she's listed at 6'4". At 6'4" as a forward, she's bigger than every single player on this Japanese roster. The tallest player on the Japanese team is 6'1", so I'd expect Sabali to be aggressive, get to the basket, shoot a lot of free throws, and also to hit some threes. In one of the prep games, she actually got to the line 20 times in one game. So she's more than capable of getting to the line, and with a significant size advantage, I'd expect her to take care of it. The other play that I'm looking at is from Japan, and we're looking at Mai Yamamoto, over 13.5 points. Now, she's covered this line in 4 consecutive international games. Even against the US, despite them getting absolutely smashed, she still scored 17 points, shooting 5 from 11 from deep. As Japan lacks size, they often shoot a lot of three-pointers. I think that game against the US, they attempted 39 three-pointers and only 35 points inside the arc. So a majority of their shots are coming from downtown, so they have to shoot a lot. They've got a significant size disadvantage here against Germany, so I expect more bombs to come, and Yamamoto is their go-to from deep. So they're the 2 picks that I'm thinking about that I like for this particular game. The game with probably a little bit more data and value in, you could say, is Australia versus Canada. Australia favorites in this game. Is a must-win game for both of these teams. Now, Australia, they were disappointing in game 1. They lost to Nigeria. It was a massive upset. So I think a bounce-back game could be on the cards. They had a whole lot of turnovers. Their offense was terrible. Whereas Canada, they lost to France. Offensively, they were pretty poor. They only scored like 50-something points. So they need to be better in this one as well. Both teams should be a little bit desperate for it. So 3 players that I've already got prepared for this. The first one, we're looking at Stephanie Talbot, and I'm looking at taking her rebounds. 5.5 rebounds for Stephanie Talbot. And pretty much she recorded 12 rebounds in the opener against Nigeria. 12 rebounds and 10 assists. So massive outlay for her. It's not like a once-off either. I checked the numbers from the last FIBA World Cup. She played 8 games for the Opals. She covered 5.5 rebounds in 6 out of the 8 games, averaging 7 boards per game and 29 minutes. Game 1, she played 34 minutes. This is a must-win game, so I'd expect we see similar types of volume from Stephanie Talbot. So I do like her boards. I'd consider taking the 7 as well at plus money. The next pick that I'd be looking at is for Shea Colley, over 4.5 assists. Now, I did talk about how Canada's offense was terrible in that last game against France. They only scored 54 points, but despite them only scoring 54 points, Shea Colley still had 6 assists in that game. She's covered this line in 3 out of her last 5 international games. Australia, they were murdered by the Nigerian backcourt in game 1. Their starting backcourt recorded 14 assists against the Aussies. So Canada, they shot poorly in the opener, only 32% from the field. I expect their offense to be better and Shea Colley to rack up some more assists. So if Canada can get 60 to 70 points in this game, and we know Shea Colley's running the point, she's sure to get more assists. The next player that I wanted to talk through is a rebound pick as well, and it's for Kayla Alexander, over 8.5 rebounds. Now, she's been an absolute menace on the boards. She's recorded 10 plus rebounds in 4 consecutive international matches. This isn't a recent thing either. In the last World Cup, she played 8 games for Canada. She averaged 9.6 rebounds. In her last matchup against Australia, she recorded 11 rebounds in 34 minutes. In a must-win game, I'd project her to play 34 to 35 minutes against Australia and again, rack up some more boards. And she's someone I might even be interested in taking at 10 rebounds for some plus money. But that's a quick look at some of the players that I've done some research on. If you're interested in seeing what I finally land on and writing these bets with me, you can check out my Winnable. The link for that is in the video description below. There's a free section where I share 1 play per day, sometimes 2, not gonna lie. But there's also the VIP, and the VIP is where I share absolutely everything that I'm betting on, from straight bets to parlays to value plays. You'll get that all in the VIP. The VIP experience, it's currently on, I'd say sale, but it's currently discounted. I've got a 75% discount in the lead up to the NBA season where I make a ton of profit. If you're interested in getting on, you can use the code OGDAFT. I'll leave all that in the video link below and in the pinned comment. A lot of you guys have been taking it up. I've limited to only 50 spots. These spots are filling up real quick. So if you want to ride with me, get amongst it, like the video, sub to your boy because he's getting busy. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.